Right, just quickly, it's Eddie here from TradeView. Thanks again to TMGM for having us present this webinar. We're really proud to partner with them so that you guys can use our platform TradeViewX and you can trade through TMGM. You take advantage of really low spreads and great execution speeds. So tonight's presentation is on from manual to automated trading. That's one of our senior traders there, Matt. He's actually sitting at my desk there. We're filming the trading talks that we do every Friday where we show people how to build really good quality automated trading models. I'm sitting at that desk now facing the opposite direction. You can see some of the developers there in the background, and as you can see, we've got quite a nice office here on St Kilda Road. A little bit of a sneak peek into what a professional automated trading firm looks like. We'll start with our risk warnings. This presentation is provided for information purposes only, and you shouldn't regard it as financial product advice. We don't take into account your specific objectives, financial situation, or needs. We'll show some hypothetical or simulated performance results in this webinar, and it's important to understand that they have certain limitations, unlike an actual performance record. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or loss, similar to what we show in this webinar. Just for those of you who don't know us, I'll give you a little bit of background. TradeView is a privately held prop trading firm here in Melbourne, Australia. We've got Hans there, says greeting from Sweden. Neil says hello as well. Thanks, guys. By the way, I will try and read all the messages if I can, but so please do feel free to post any messages in the chat. So yeah, we're in our 9th year of operation. We trade pretty much anything that will move. What we are is we're a systematic trading firm, which means we follow a strict set of mechanical rules. So we'll come up with a trading strategy, we'll automate it, similar to what we're going to show you tonight, and then we'll let the model run automated. So it's strictly mechanical. We've got there is one from Pakistan. How you doing, mate? Thanks for coming. We run around 70 plus different proprietary trading strategies. So we're always coming up with different ideas, trying to think of new ways that we can take advantage of the market. So we run about 70 plus automated models. A little bit about me. I started trading back in 2013. So I've actually been here for 8 years now. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to trade at an automated professional trading firm. So I'm not sure, I know some of the people we speak to, they actually want to be professional traders. Some people want to make a secondary income. Personally, I wanted to work at a professional firm and learn how to do automated trading. So that was back in 2013. I was lucky enough to get introduced to the owner here, and I did one of our programs and learned how to build some automated trading systems. To give you an idea, I actually didn't have any financial background. I was always interested in, I guess, in the markets, but I really didn't know anything, and I can't code or anything like that. So I wanted to find a way that I could build automated trading systems. So some of the things that we'll show you tonight was exactly what I learned, and I really think that anybody who's serious about the markets can learn as well. And now I'm the general manager here, so I build and trade models. I've got a few people have said hello. So hi, Peter from Brisbane, Raghav from India, Nick from Sydney, and Josephine from New Zealand. Hi, everybody. I'll try and keep up with all of them if I can, guys, but thanks for the posts. Now let's find out a little bit about you guys so we can see how we can best aim this webinar. So a few questions, just post the answers there in the chat for me if you could, please. How long have you been trading? 6 months, 12 months, more, less? Let me know. A few other there. FIPA from South Africa, Albert from Singapore, Jack from Sydney. Okay, Raghavendra, 12. I don't know, I think 12 months maybe. 15 years for Daniel. Case, 6 months. Steve, hi Steve, 6. That's going very fast. There's a lot of people on this webinar tonight, so it's going very fast. 2 years. Codwell, 9 years. Doug, 2 years. 12 months. Ian, Mike, 3 years. All right, fantastic. Eric, 1 month. Welcome, Eric. This is going to be a really great eye-opening experience, I hope, for you this evening. Denny is new. Welcome, Denny. Fantastic. Peter, 5 years. Shan, completely new. Fantastic. And Hans, 2 years. Keep posting if you like, guys. But there's plenty of people with different levels of experience, which is great to see. No matter what your level of experience, I'm sure you're going to get something out of tonight's webinar. Question: what are some of the challenges that you're facing with your trading? Consumes a lot of time. Okay, fantastic. Still learning. Can't make money. That's very blunt. Unable to make consistent profit, especially day trading. All right, has a day job. Actually, that's something we'll probably touch on in tonight's webinar as well. Building portfolios. All right, time consuming, making the wrong decisions, psychology. Jerome Powell says, Drew. All right, fantastic. Some great answers there. Who's already automated one of their trading strategies? Steve has, yes. Bad internet, actually, says Josephine. Josephine, remind me about that one later if I forget. All right. Quite a few people there. Mo, welcome. Peter has. Yes, many times and failure, says Daniel. All right. Let's change that for you there, Daniel. Hopefully we can share something great tonight and you can keep working on it. All right. So quite a few people there have had a little bit of experience with automation, but I'd probably say most of the people not automated yet. So let's show you how you can do it. All right. Just quickly, why or why not have you decided to automate? And I'll throw the last question in. You can answer either one or both. What was it that made you come to this webinar tonight? Peter's been building some models, working on exits, consistency, education, says Ian. Ian, how you doing? Hans wants to gather some ideas. Fantastic. Steve wants to learn more. All right. Raghavendra wants to see the benefit of automation and what it will bring. Fantastic. Peter, to see how a pro does things. Fantastic. Automation seems the only way to trade and keep a day job. Okay, it's fantastic. It's a good one, which I'll bring up a little bit later as well. All right, I'll keep moving through. Fantastic. Thanks for the answers, guys. So what we'll be covering in today's webinar, we're going to talk about some topics such as less screen time for better results. We'll talk about taking the emotion out of trading, which I know is something that a lot of people talk about, the emotion involved in trading. Working smarter, not harder. I'm definitely a big fan of that. That's actually why I started automating in the first place, because I want to make things easier. We'll talk about the best times to trade and also finding the optimal settings for your trading models. Okay, so I thought I'd start by, in relation to automation, how did we get here? And I thought the best way to illustrate it was with, if you like, a bit of a timeline in pictures. So we have a picture here of the New York Stock Exchange floor in 1908. Okay, so you can see there, everybody standing around the trading posts. You can see a lot of tickets on the floor. Everything's verbal or written by hand. I mean, literally pretty much no automation whatsoever. So if you wanted to trade back then in 1908, that's what you had to do, which is clearly a far cry from what we have now. I did skip quite a few years in there, but next, coming back to 1970, here's the New York Stock Exchange floor before they introduced electronic readouts and computer screens. So that's around about 1970. So actually still in the 70s, there was probably some level of, if you like, physical automation, but nothing electronic there. Okay, that was in 1970. Let's skip to 1987. So we can see there, this was in the stock market crash in 1987, but you can see now they do have some automation. They have electronic readouts, that type of thing. But also you can still see some manual things, deal tickets and things like that there on the floor. Okay, so probably some level of automation there in 1987. Skip to 2015. The New York Stock Exchange isn't as noisy as it used to be. Over the years, the floor has quieted as stock trading has migrated to online platforms. Out of curiosity, who's been trading since 2015? I think there was quite a lot of people. Well, as you were trading on your computer, click trading back in 2015, there were becoming less and less people on the floor of stock exchanges around the world. And a lot of things have now become automated and all online. And final picture, which I think illustrates it really well, we have there the UBS trading floor in Greenwich, Connecticut, which was the world's largest trading floor. So you can see a picture there in 2008, absolutely pumping. Only 8 years later in 2016, it's basically a bare warehouse. Okay, so all those people who were trading there, they actually don't have jobs there anymore. They're basically made redundant by automation. So the point that I want to illustrate is that markets are always evolving. And as a trader, you need to adapt to the markets. What happens is if you don't adapt, you're going to get left behind. So those traders that were there on the UBS trading floor, back in 2008, they had a lot of people had a job there. In 2016, those who didn't adapt, they're gone. They have to go and find another job doing something else. Okay, so basically, if you don't adapt, you will get left behind. And we're living in an age of automation now. I mean, I think it's pretty clear everything you do on a daily basis has some level of automation. Obviously, from your smartphone to, basically anything you do on a daily basis, it's all automated. So as a trader, there's no exception. You need to start automating so that you can keep up with the markets. Otherwise, what will happen is you will actually get left behind. Okay. So some of the things that automation will give you, we'll talk about less screen time for better results. Question for you out there, how long do you spend in front of the screen watching the markets every day? Four hours, says Pankaj. 1 to 2 hours, Ian. 7 hours, Abdul. 3 hours for Drew. John, 4 to 6 hours. Steve, 10 minutes. I think Steve said he was automated. That's probably why. Peter, 2 hours. Denny, 1 to 2 hours. Approximately 3 hours. Codwell. Philip, 4 hours. 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. Due to my calculation there, I reckon we're averaging about 4 hours or around about, anywhere between 2 to 4 hours for most of the people. Eric says not long enough for a profit. All right, Eric, let's see if we can change that for you. All day, says Payam. Okay, 6 hours, Monday to Friday, scalping gold, says G. I tell you what, G, I think you'd probably be suffering some pretty serious mental fatigue there. I know that would personally, that would hurt. Okay, so let's see if we can show you a way that's a lot easier than doing that. How many different strategies can you trade at once? Who here trades multiple strategies, or are you all only trading one strategy? Manually. So the automated traders, you don't need to answer this one. This is about manual trading. Actually, question for G. With your 6 hours of scalping, are you only trading a scalping strategy, or you're managing to fit something else on there? Is it all on gold, or you're trading on different products? Peter, fantastic. Looking at all the scalps I missed while at work. Fantastic. I've got something to show you, Peter. Okay, a lot of people there scalping. Scalping is a very popular trading strategy. John, scalping, but in the stage of trying some different things. Okay. All right. Nobody there said they were trading multiple strategies. How many different time frames do you guys trade at the same time? Just trading one time frame. Scalpers probably there on the minute. Yep, one time frame. Most of the people, one. Drew, two time frames. Gee, yes, it's hard work scalping 1 to 15 minutes. Ian, 1. Peter, 2 to 3. Rizwan, 1. So, a few there. I'll tell you what, with all the models that we run, I wouldn't even like to hazard a guess, but we're trading many, many different time frames with many, many, many different products all at once. And I'm presenting a webinar right now, and actually one of the traders here is standing next to me watching the webinar as well. He's managing a lot of those 70 models. Okay, so stark difference between being able to present a webinar or watch a webinar and run 70 plus automated models and being only able to trade one model at a time, spending 6 hours in front of the computer. So on the flip side, with automation, screen time is greatly reduced. We'll show you how to build a model, which actually doesn't take as long as probably many people think. And you'll probably be able to see that once you build that model, it's going to reduce a lot of the time that you're required in front of the screen. The reason being, when you're in front of the screen, let me ask you a question. Who uses indicators or chart patterns to place their trades? So you're waiting for the indicator signal or the chart pattern to occur. Pankaj, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Everybody's pretty much saying yes. So what that means is you actually have to be in front of the computer to wait for that pattern to occur. Whereas with automation, you simply don't have to be there. The pattern will occur and the computer will place the trade without you being there. Think about that. With automation as well, you can trade an almost unlimited amount of strategies. Like I said, we're trading 70 plus and we're always adding more. So it's a stark difference between those who are trading 1 to 2 strategies. We're running 70 and we're not even in front of the computer. And you can trade on as many different time frames as you like. One of the great things about automation as well, of course, is that by trading multiple strategies and multiple time frames, it gives you diversification. Who's heard of diversification? Probably everybody. Okay. You're able to be more diversified. And what we say is you actually have 100% control. You're able to set all the rules of your trading system and they're going to get executed without you even being there. Okay. So I was looking for a few quotes on trading and emotion in trading, and actually it was very interesting because a lot of the quotes on the internet, I don't know who writes these things, but they basically said the idea, there was quite a lot that said something like the idea of trading is not to make money, but to feel good about your trading. Who here agrees with that? Drew doesn't agree. Both, says somebody. A couple people agree. Personally, I think if I said to my boss, I feel very good today, but I've lost a lot of your money, what do you think will happen? I don't think I will have a job anymore. Okay. So I quite like this one from Paul Tudor Jones, who's obviously quite a well-known trader. Trading requires a high degree of skill, focus, and repetition. Life events such as birth, divorce, death of a loved one, and other emotional highs and lows are obstacles to success in this specific field of finance. What we're talking about here is who's had a bad day, who's been trading, and forget about your trading results. Something's happened in your personal life. Yeah, Joe says yes. Has that something that's happened in your personal life affected your emotional state and therefore affected your trading? Yes, yes, quite common. Well, with automation, one of the great things is, look, sometimes on the desk here, for example, people get sick. People get sick in normal life, especially, what we had with COVID last year. Well, it actually doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you've had a big night out, if you're feeling sick, if you've had a fight with your partner or whatever it is. your automated trading strategy is going to take the exact same trades it would if you were feeling fantastic. Whereas when you're doing that manually, it's going to affect the way that you trade. Okay, so that's another great thing about trading and emotion. Question. So we'll talk about taking the negative emotion out of trading, because I was thinking about it, right? And when people say they need to control their emotions, they're actually talking about their negative emotions. So what makes you negatively emotional about your trading? Abdul comes out with the one I was thinking: losing money. Eric, losing money. Mo, losses. Payam, fear. Fear of what, Payam? I'm pretty sure it's losing money. Losses, missing trades. Oh, FOMO for Peter. John, losing money. G, stress. Stress of losing money, probably. Josephine, no control over losses, losing money. Okay. So I think it's pretty clear that what makes people negatively emotional about trading is pretty much one thing: it's losing money. Okay. And on the flip side, what makes you positively emotional about trading? There's only one time you feel good when you're trading, and that is, I don't need to wait for it because I know it's when you're making money. Okay. When it's very simple. When you're losing money, you have negative emotions. When you're making money, you have positive emotions about trading. That's it. I can read a couple out there. Ian, when the strategy works, i.e. making money. Eric, making money or winning money, he says. Loiso, winning. Hands, when the strategy works. The owner here, Rob, that's his Psychology 101. You're negative about your trading when you're losing money. You're positive when you're making money. Okay. With automation, what we'll show you is we'll show you how you can become a lot more consistent and how you're able to understand how your strategy could perform, so that you're going to feel a lot more positive about your trading. So the emotions don't really, they're not really going to matter. There you go. If you're making money and you're confident in your strategy, then you're going to feel positive about your trading. All right, that's actually another common one there. Riz1 says losing money due to a lack of knowledge. Okay, and also what I think it is, it's a lack of knowledge a lot of the time, and also a lack of confidence. And the confidence actually comes from having the knowledge of how your strategy might be likely to perform. And that's what we're going to show you in this webinar. So, question: how would trading strategy A make you feel? Let me ask you guys a question. This is a back test. We were talking about back testing results earlier on. Now, if you've back tested your strategy, so you've had a manual strategy, you've automated it, which we can show you how to do for anything that you can see on the charts. Okay, so you've got a manual strategy, you've back tested it, and your results look like strategy A. Are you going to trade it? Just waiting for a few more there. There's not one single person who said yes out of, I don't know, potentially hundreds of people at this webinar. Okay. Now, on the flip side, let's just say you automate your trading strategy and it looks like strategy B. How are you going to feel about trading that one? I won't wait for this. I know you're probably going to feel a lot better. And that's what we're talking about. I think if you actually imagine yourself trading those strategies, you're probably getting negative emotions looking at that strategy A, even if it didn't have a big red cross on it. You're probably looking at that and thinking, I need to stay away from this. And you're looking at the other one and you're thinking, how do I trade this strategy? Because that is going in the right direction. Now, the question is, and this is a question I'd like you guys to answer, do you know which one you're trading right now while you're trading it? If you're a manual trader and you haven't backtested your strategy and you're trading it right now, you actually don't have a track record of it. You're just trading it now. How do you know which one you're trading? Not enough experience to say? Exactly, Eric. Josephine doesn't know. There's quite a few people there who don't know. Okay. I don't know either. If I hadn't automated a strategy and tested it, I have no idea of how it's going or how it might perform in the future. To me, that makes me feel very nervous straight away. I mean, there's just not a chance that I would start trading something without knowing that it looked something like strategy B. I mean, otherwise, how can I have any confidence in the strategy? So working smarter, not harder. Which one would you guys prefer? Obviously, blindly trading a strategy, not sure if it's strategy A or strategy B, or taking a small amount of time to build and test your strategy so that you can find out whether it is strategy A or B. I mean, it's not really a trick question. Pretty simple. I'm pretty sure most people would like to know if they're trading strategy A or strategy B before they trade it. But probably one of the things that we commonly hear is, yeah, but I don't know how to do that, or it's too hard to figure that out, or something like that. Actually, it isn't. So what I'll do is I'll actually show you how you can build a breakout strategy. And probably some of you are trading something probably like this or somewhat like this right now. But the key is to work out exactly what sort of parameters you want to use, what sort of settings, and what products you want to trade it on, what time frames before you actually start trading it. So what I'll do is I'll show you now how you can build an automated strategy, and hopefully, depends how quick I am, and if I can get it right live on this webinar, and we'll show you how to automate a manual strategy. What we'll do is we'll build it in our platform, which is called TradeViewX, and you can build, you can test, and you can trade your automated models through TradeViewX. So let's have a look at this breakout strategy. We'll take it from a manual idea through to an automated trading strategy. Now, this is not a super complex one, but this will give you an idea of what we do on the trading desk every single day. What we'll do in this strategy is we're going to look for areas of consolidation. Who knows what consolidation is? Could just post in there as I go forward. I'll read some out. What we'll do is, and I'll show you a picture so you'll see as well. What we'll do is we'll take a breakout when a bar closes outside the range of consolidation. Okay, so sideways movement, says Stephen or Stefan. Stefan, I think. Range-bound market, ranging market, says Steve. Fantastic. God bless us all, says Peter. Thanks, Peter. All right. Now, with this range, it's going to have a maximum limit because we're only looking at consolidation. And if this doesn't make sense yet, it will in a second. So if you have a look here, this is a range-bound market, so it's a sideways type movement. And this is not really a range-bound type market. There's no sort of small range in there. So with this strategy, what we're going to do is we're going to, in an automated way, look for this type of a market pattern. And then when a bar breaks out either to the upside or the downside of this range, then we're going to place the trade. So either buy to the upside or sell to the downside. So we'll have a look here on the charts. We actually also have an indicator that will do this, but you can actually build it like we'll show you now. So what it will do is it's going to look for a certain high and a certain low. So the highest high of the last 10 bars or the lowest low of the last 10 bars. And then once we get a breakout of that range, so here where it's just drawn the circle, on that bar, we're going to buy the market. And what we'll do is we're going to set our stop to this lower level here. So if the market continues up, in this case, we're going to set just a fixed profit target of, I think, 100 points we do. And then if the market reverses and it hits this mark here, then we're going to close out the trade. So what we always do when we want to create an automated strategy is we need to write out the rules so that we understand what it is that we're going to build. So the rules for this strategy are, if a bar closes above or below the consolidation, if it's above, we're going to buy. If it's below, we're going to sell. And we're going to set the range to the highest high and the lowest low of the last 10 bars. So we're going to use 10 in this strategy, but if you want to use 20, you can use 20. It's up to you. And the great thing about automation, we won't do all of that tonight, but you can actually test different values. So you can see, does this strategy work better if we look at a range over 20 bars, over 15 bars, or is 10 actually the optimal number? Great question from Stephen. How do you know, or Stefan, sorry, how do you know if it is not a false breakout? Well, what we try and do is there's different things you can do. You can try and filter out some of those trades, Stefan. We don't go into that in tonight's episode, but happy to have a chat if you want to give us a call afterwards. I'll give you my contact details. But there's different things you can do, but we're going to build the basic version tonight. You're welcome. The range upper and lower levels must be within a small range, like we showed you before. And the stop loss is going to be the upper level or the lower level, depending on which side it breaks. Our take profit will be fixed take profit. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll actually pull up the TradeViewX platform and we'll show you how you can automate the strategy. Okay, so here's the platform. I'm just showing you only the builder component, but it is actually a full algorithmic trading platform. If anyone would like to know a little bit more, obviously you're welcome to contact us after the webinar and we can show you some more features of the platform. But this is just the building component. So let's have a look and we'll go ahead and build this model. What I'll do, I'll actually try and just build it fairly quickly. I'm not going to explain too much, but just to really show you how quickly you can build the model. Some of you guys I know at this webinar have already got access to the platform, so they will understand how it's working. If not, like I said, look, more than welcome to answer any questions. I'll probably even hang around at the end if anyone's got any more specific questions, but I'll go ahead and I'll build it now, and I'll sort of talk a little bit about some of the things I'm doing. So we talked about different trading hours, and I'll come back to that later. The first thing that we're going to do is set the trading hours. So I'm going to do that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set those upper and lower levels. And the great thing that I really love about TradeViewX is, remember I said, look, I try and make things easier. You can just duplicate a lot of the things that you're building and then duplicate it for the other side. So it's very, very quick. So here we're going to look at the highest high of the last 10 bars. And then here we're going to look at the lowest low of the last 10 bars. My record is building this particular strategy in under 5 minutes, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so then we're going to say if there's no trades open, somebody said, what time frame are the bars? At this stage, it actually doesn't matter. This is a great question. It's actually Stefan. Stefan's very interested in automated trading, I can tell. At this stage, it doesn't actually matter because the beauty of automation, Stefan, is that you can actually you can test on multiple time frames and find out where this strategy might work the best. Okay. So, for example, I mean, look, breakout strategies, if you're running them on the 1 minute, probably a little bit more challenging. Probably a little bit higher time frame is going to work generally a bit better, but you can test it and you can find out. So here we're actually going to basically build the range. We're going to use one of the common indicators called the ATR, or average true range. I'll come back and I'll just read this out and explain in 1 second. So what we're going to say is that range, I'll see if I can pull it back up on the charts we had before. 1 second. Oops, not that one. That range here, we're going to say the maximum that this can be is 2 times the ATR, if you know what that is. So basically 2 times the range of the bar. So it can't be any bigger than that. Okay, so we've basically built actually then we're going to have to say that the bar closes above the level. So we're going to say if, whoops. So if the bar closes above the upper level, we're going to buy, but we'll put that in a second. Now what we can do is we can duplicate this whole piece for the sell side, which is really, really easy. So if there's no short orders open, this is the same. The bar closes below the lower level. Then in that case, we're going to sell. And we're going to make this the actual stop is going to be the upper level on the sell side, and it's going to be the opposite on the buy side. And we'll make our take profit 100 points. I'm just going to use 100 as a guesstimate of what I think it should be. We'll actually make the trade size a little bit bigger. Okay, so basically what we've done there is we've now built our automated model. I don't know if anyone was timing, but I still think that was under 5 minutes. That's not too bad. So anybody who says they don't have time to build a manual strategy, well, I mean, there you go. We've literally just built a manual strategy that we can test now, and we can find out whether this strategy is strategy A or if it might be strategy B. Stephen says, geez, that was quick. Thanks, Stephen. Okay, and you have to understand as well, I'm not a programmer, so I learned how to do this, and you know, as with anything, it takes a little bit, obviously, to learn anything new, but once you do learn, it's actually very, very easy, and we've helped many clients build many, many good models. So the great thing about TradeView X is that, number one, it's all cloud-based. So you don't have to download anything. You don't have to muck around with code or any of that kind of thing. To test this, instead of if you're using MT4 or MT5, you actually can download and use it on MT4 or MT5. But what's even better is you can just click this button. So one click, push it to the testing engine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to select the time frame. I'm going to do this one on the 4 hour. I'm going to run it on the pound. And I'm going to test it over the last 5 years. We have over 10 years data for most of the products. So let's start that up now. And okay, we've missed something in there. Oh, we've missed the market. There we go. Fingers crossed I've built this right while I was talking. We'll know straight away. So we'll let that churn out the calculations away. All right, that's actually not what it's supposed to look like. So we've definitely built something wrong. Fantastic. Well, let's see if I can figure it out. Otherwise, I've built another one that that is correct. So let's have a quick look, see if I can figure this out for you. I've usually got people on these webinars that will tell me what the problem is. So if anyone knows, let me know. All right. All right, Drew thinks he knows. What do you think it is, Drew? This will always happen when I do a live webinar. Okay, thanks, Drew. All right, fantastic. It's this one here, upper level minus the lower level. Thanks very much, mate. It's also here as well. All right, fingers crossed. Let's try again. So we'll do 4 hour on the pound over 5 years. Let's have a look. So while this is testing, what you can do is you can obviously test it on here. You can also test it on your TMGM MT4, MT5 platform, or work on both. There you go. That's looking a little bit better. Fantastic. So straight away we can see that over 5 years of testing, this is what it looks like. So 5% drawdown and around about 25% return. So Who would prefer to trade this strategy than strategy A? Peter says, this is what I've been looking for. Fantastic, Peter. Well, we'll explain at the end of this webinar how you can do this. All right. A lot of people there would prefer to trade this one than trade strategy A. Strategy A was the one with the big red cross, if we remember from before. Okay, so that's basically how quick you can build a model and then how quickly you can test it on TradeView X very quickly. Absolutely, says Eric. Fantastic. So that's pretty easy. Who thought that was pretty easy? Yep, Eric, absolutely. Ian, yes, fantastic. Stefan said looked very easy. Lisa, yes, fantastic. Okay, we'll move on. Now, what we did there was we actually tested this strategy running 24 hours per day. Question I know the answer to, but who thinks they can trade 24 hours per day and take that many trades on the 4-hour chart? Nobody's going to say yes to this. I know that. Fantastic. You can't trade manually 24 hours per day. I mean, maybe you can do it for 1 day, maybe 2 days if you drink a lot of coffee or something, but it's not something that you can consistently do. So, question for you guys, what times do you trade? And I'm going to bring back again in a little bit. We're going to do something really cool, and we'll actually trade this strategy on some of the times that you guys might trade. All right, because I had quite a few people there said they trade 2 or 3 hours a day. You know, some people trade certain sessions, things like that. So we're going to do that, and we're going to compare the difference. Somebody said they don't want to miss out on trades as well. So what times do you guys trade? And also, just if any of you guys want to know a little bit more information, when you talk about the trading times, we actually look at the server time. So on your TMGM MT4, MT5, it will give you the server time down here. And that's the actual time that we use when we build the models. All right. Start midday and end of day trading times. All right, Nathan, silly question. Well, no, there's no silly questions. Nathan, would you have to build this automated trading model or does it come pre-built for implementation? Well, this one's actually so simple, Nathan. We actually show it in some of the trading talk videos that we do or something similar to this. So you can actually follow along with the videos and build them yourself. All right. All right, many different times there that people's trade. Basically, what I'll do, I'll do what I could do if I was a manual trader. So just without giving you too much information, basically I get up at about 4 a.m., 4:30 every day. Go to the gym, come into work around about 7 a.m. I'm going to be here on this webinar, probably answering some question things till about 9 p.m. tonight. So I reckon, look, I'll probably be here till maybe, I don't know, it's nearly 8:30, get home. You know, if I was a manual trader, I could maybe trade from 9 p.m. till midnight. That would give me a solid 4 hours sleep, and then I'll be ready to do it again. Okay. So, I mean, can I keep doing that? Probably not, but that would be all I could trade. So I'm actually going to just quickly build this model. I'm going to put the times in because I worked out the server times for those times. And let's have a look at what the results would look like. So if I come back to my TradeView X platform, what we can do here is when we actually test it, actually I can bring the tester up again. What we can do is we can go in here and we can change the trading time. So it's going to be 23:30, which is about, I think, 9:30, 8:30 or 9:30. 23:30 until 12:30. So this would be the times that I could trade if I was a manual trader. So you can see the results here. Maybe just write this down: 24.3% return, 5.5% drawdown. Let's have a look if I was only able to manually trade during those hours. And that is if I take every single occurrence of that trade during those hours. It actually goes back the other way, Eric. So definitely done something wrong there. Let's have a look. Let me stop that one and try again. All right. Actually, Eric points out that that's 13 hours, not 3. All right. That's probably right, Eric. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to do it a different way. Sorry about that. What I'll do is actually, no, sorry. I did work it out. It was actually 12:30. So I was at work 23:30 to 12:30. So I can trade from 12:30 to 16:30. That was the 3 hours. So let me try it again. Sorry about that. So we're going to go 12:30 to 16:30. Okay, let's try again. So everything else the same over 5 years, 4-hourly chart on the pound. All right. While it's going, okay, fantastic. Mitchell says, what's the use optimization drop down about? And that must be new. Actually, we've had that one for a little while, Mitchell. You can use different types of optimization like walk forward analysis created by Bob Pardo. He came and presented at one of our conferences and he helped us build that. So there we go. So there's the same strategy, but traded over the hours that I could trade, potentially if I was awake and after I'd left work. So look, you know what? Great thing. The strategy still works. Fantastic. So what that tells me straight away is there's a good chance that it is actually a robust strategy. It's not just working 24 hours a day. It actually even works during that time I could trade. However, to come back to, I can't remember who it was before, the fear of missing out on trades. In this scenario, if I was able to take all the trades, I only get 8.87% return. And when I was taking all the trades 24 hours a day, I was getting around about 25% return. So really about 3 times the results from the same trading strategy. Peter, he said, there you go. He said that was me. All right, fantastic. So what I've got a little bit of time left. So what I'll do is I'll build one for one of the session times. Let me have a look. I think I've got this here. I think we wrote this down. So basically, here's the different session hours. So we've got the Aussie session. So the MT4 time on your TMGM platform is 1:50 to 7:30. We've got the European session on your MT4 server time is 10 till 18:30. And the US session is 16:30 to 23:30. So why don't you guys pick one? Tell me which one you want me to test, and I'll test just that session. So this will show you what the results look like if you were trading the same strategy just through that session. All right. Abdul's in first with the Euro. Abdul, you're the winner. Okay, let's test it on the Euro session. You got to be quick. So what did we say? So we said the Euro session, sorry about that, is 10 till 18:30. All right. A few other people saying a few different sessions, but Abdul's the winner. You got to be quick like the TMGM platform and execution. All right, let's do that. So what do we say again? Sorry. All right, 10 till 18:30. All this stuff, by the way, I already have set up in my my automated model, so I actually don't know off by heart what the times are. 10 till 18:30. Let's remember that. All right. 10 till, I said 18:30. Okay. All right, let's have a look. So let's see how that compares to the 24 hours a day. I actually did all the session times, and they all got very different results. So you can actually see how quick. So see what I'm doing here, guys. I mean, obviously I'm presenting the webinar, but this is basically what we would do on the desk. We want to find out how the strategy might work the best. So this actually didn't work too badly, 16% return, around about the same drawdown, but it's only about 2/3 of what we could achieve if we were trading 24 hours a day. Okay, so again, the great thing is this strategy can work, in a shorter amount of time. It seems like it's performed really well in the European session, but it's actually worked best when you trade it at 24 hours a day. So if you guys want to build this and you want to try the different session times, you're more than welcome. You don't have to take my word for it. The great thing is you can test it and find out. But trading 24 hours a day outperformed trading any of the individual sessions or any other different combination I came up with. So I don't know about you guys, but if I had the choice of sitting in front of the computer for 3 hours tonight and then getting 4 hours sleep and doing that night after night, or sitting in front of the computer and waiting for the trade to occur, every day, during a European session or any other session, or just letting the bots run 24 hours, I know which one I'd prefer. Okay, so actually I think we're going to run out of a little bit of time, but basically we have something in a platform called X Manager, and you know what? I'll see if I can give you a quick look. I actually think it didn't actually pick up any trades today. I started a little bit later in the afternoon. I'll see if I can pull it up quickly just so you can see what I'm talking about. But we actually have a tool called X Manager, which is this one here. You can actually just push any strategy to X Manager, and then what that's going to do is that's going to run in the cloud. So it's like running in real time on a demo account. So it makes it very, very easy to run heaps of different strategies at the same time and see the performance in real time. So it's actually here. And what you can do is we've got just a demo account here. So for this, you can set up as many demo accounts as you want. You can, change the amount of money that's in them, all that kind of stuff. You can view the trades on the charts. You can see the open trades, all that kind of thing. It actually, as I said, I ran it from, let's have a look. So I ran it today. It's actually been running for about 5.5 hours, but it didn't actually pick up any trades today. So no signals at this stage for this model. So I'll keep that running, and if anyone wants to see it place the trades, more than welcome to give me a call tomorrow, and I'm sure there'll be some trades in there that I can show you how it works. But that's basically X Manager. So with TradeView X, it's very easy to build your strategy, test your strategy, and then basically more or less trade it. And you can do it as much as you want with as many different TMGM accounts as you want. You can connect up your accounts in here. All right. John, question, is there a YouTube channel to learn building? We actually have a program called Trading Talk, John. So if you message us on our website or you give us a call on the desk, we can show you how to find that. I think you've spoken to one of the guys, Alex, here, so he can help you with that. All right. So we'll wrap up now in a second. All right. So this is X Manager again. Your algo runs in the cloud. So any of you people out there that are using VPS, but actually, quick question. Who's using VPS at the moment? Yep, few people there using VPS. Yep, they're slow, aren't they? And they probably cost a lot of money. And a lot of people have told us, they're really keen to use X Manager because they want to drop their VPS. They're expensive, they're slow, they freeze, all that sort of stuff. So basically, you don't have to set up a VPS. You can just run these algos in the cloud, which is fantastic. So we can talk to you guys a bit more about that as well. All right, question. Are you going to move forward? This is a real question. Tell me, guys, are you going to move forward? Are you going to still be trading on the New York Stock Exchange in 1908? Are you going to write out paper deal tickets? Are you going to, sweat it out with a bunch of guys on the trading floor? Or are you going to move forward with the markets and automate your trading? A lot of people there want to move forward. Fantastic. That's what we like. So we've got something for you guys, and this is actually courtesy of TMGM, because in partnering with TMGM, they really like the fact that they can offer some great algo trading products to you guys, the clients. And we really like the TMGM platform and the execution, because we're running a lot of bots. So I think it's a really good partnership that we've got going on there. And what TMGM wants to do is they want to give you access to our online systems building workshop. And what that does is it actually shows you how to build models like we did tonight. We'll basically teach you the key things that we do here on the trading desk, and then it will show you how to build models, how to test them, how to trade them. It goes into a lot of detail. There's actually 13 units, and we give you some of the key indicators that we use there. And when you also have the TradeViewX platform, we'll give you unlimited support to help build as many models as you want. I could see some questions there, so I'll come back to them in a second. All right. So this is actually the program that our prop traders complete. So any of the traders here on the desk, if they want to trade money for the firm, what they need to do is they need to complete this online systems building program. They need to take their manual idea, build it into an automated strategy, basically so we can backtest it like we did with the model tonight. So we can see, does their strategy have any potential for making money? If it does, then we can talk to them about actually getting some funding or prop trading for us. If it doesn't make any money, then they're going to have to do a little bit more work on it, which we'll help them with. So here's what the offer is. Now, if you like this, my suggestion, take it up straight away, because it's only going to be for tonight. You can see there, that's what it is on our website. Systems building program is normally $990. But courtesy of TMGM, instead of $990 for tonight, they're actually going to give you 90% discount. So they're basically going to subsidize this for you, so that their traders, you guys, have access to the best tools available, so that you can build your trading ideas and you can test them, and you can start trading the ones that show some really good results. Okay, so they want you guys out there start building some really good strategies and trading them. Okay. And trading them on the TMGM platform. Okay, so for tonight, you're going to be able to get our systems building program for just $99. So it's normally $990. All right. So to get the offer, what you can do, you can use the code TMGM90 when you go and buy the systems building program. So a few questions there. Shan, is this a program that teaches from scratch? Yes, it is. You can trade as many instruments as you want. Anything on the TMGM platform, you can trade. And no, you don't really need any prerequisites before taking the program. We'll show you step by step, and we'll give you unlimited support to do that as well. Okay, so also with that, what you'll need is a subscription to the platform. So what you'll get is you'll get the program for $99, which you can see on our website. I'll pull the website up in a second for you. You can see it is genuinely $990, and you can get that for 90% discount. What you also need is you need a TradeViewX subscription, so that you can build the models and so that you can test them and obviously run them. So normally the way that it would work is you need a minimum $3,000 deposit in your TMGM account, and then they'll give you access to the TradeViewX platform. Tonight, you'll only need $1,000 deposit, so that's a big win for you guys there. And what happens is the platform is free when you do a minimum trading volume per month. I think it's around about 10 lots per month. Otherwise, if you don't do the 10 lots, it's just $55 per month. So actually, the platform, if you get it through us, you can have a look on our website. It's actually $149 per month, but through TMGM, again, they're subsidizing it for you guys so that you can build some really good trading systems and really move forward with your trading. So you're going to get it for about 1/3 of the price, and it's actually free if you do the minimum trading volume. So just remember, you need to have $1,000 in your trading account, and usually that's going to be $3,000. So just for tonight, as we're first talking about it, they're going to give you a really good offer to get it started. So what you got to do, first thing you have to do, I'm just going to give you the link. Give me 1 second. I'll post it here in the chat. 1 sec. So if you go to this page here, so I'm going to post in the, I'll post it in the chat and the questions. So if I go here, all right. So if you go to our website here, and then you go to product systems building, that's where that link will take you. So it'll take you to the systems building program. You just click here and you can go get started, or else I'll just give you the direct link to go there, which is this one. And what it will do, it will actually ask you, it's not that, there's some other products in there. All right, 1 sec. So you can just go here, and then what it will do is it will actually get you to set up a TradeView account, because I already have an account. It just takes me straight to the payment, but it will ask you to create a username and an account. So that's on the systems building program there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you the link that you need to get your TMGM account if you don't have one. Give me 1 second. And then I'll take some questions. So I'm going to post in the chat. You need to use this link. This is the link for the offer for tonight. So when you set up your TMGM account, you need this link. 1 second. So I'll post that in the chat. That's the link there. I'll also post it in the questions, just in case anyone's using those questions. Okay. So there it is. There's the offer again. It's only for tonight. First thing you need to do, you need to go to our site via the link we gave you, and you need to purchase the systems building program for $99. I mean, literally that's 90% discount. So massive thanks to TMGM for providing that to you guys so that you can get that today. You do need to do that one tonight. That is going to expire after tonight. We have some of the traders here on the desk, so they'll be able to answer any questions and help you make the purchase through the site. You just go to our site, you'll see pop up with the little chat, and then you can ask any questions in there. So also you will need to get TradeView X, but you can do that after you make the $99 purchase. If you need some help, you can contact TMGM or we can help you with that. You do have to have $1,000 deposit in your account, and then you'll be able to get TradeView X for free if you do your minimum trading volume. Otherwise, it's just $55 per month. Like I said, it's actually $149 through us. So again, thanks to TMGM for being able to provide that to you guys. So while you're doing that, I'm going to hang around and answer some questions. Okay, I think I answered this somewhere. Please, where do I get that? I love it. We've already gone through that one. Shan, I think we answered this one. Is this a program that teaches from scratch? Yes, absolutely. So this is actually the program that I did back in 2013 when I actually started learning how to trade. I didn't know how to do anything. I'd probably placed about 2 trades. I literally didn't know anything about the markets. I just wanted to try and find some way to make money, which I know is what everybody's trying to do. So okay. Mo there, do you get unlimited support with this deal and for how long? Yes, Mo. So the way that it works, great question. So what you do is for tonight, you can have the $99 offer. You purchase the $99 systems building program. And then when you set up your TradeView X account through TMGM, as I said, it's free if you do the minimum trading volume or $55 per month. As long as you're subscribed to the platform, you will get unlimited support. So what unlimited support means is you can call us on the trading desk. You can email us. We've actually got a function inside the builder there, inside TradeView X, where you can ask for help and you can share your trading model with one of the support guys here on the desk. The support guys are actually the guys that are the developers. So they actually built the TradeView X platform. So they know the platform inside out. any of the questions to do with building your models, they will be able to help you with. But also you can call any of the traders on the desk. In fact, we will assign one of the traders who'll be the main point of contact for you that you can work with. So absolutely unlimited. Will help you as much as you need. All right. Actually, Nathan says, where would you send an email to ask questions about the products and programs? I'll give you my details in a second. Can custom indicators be used? Absolutely. Peter says, this is great. Not really a question, but I thought I'd read that one out. All right. Tonight meaning Australian time. Yes, Ronald. Tonight, Australian time. After midnight tonight, it's now 8 o'clock, so you've got less than 4 hours. All right. So the code is TMGM90, obviously TMGM, the broker from tonight, and 90 being 90%. Yes, offer expires, $99 expires at midnight. Look, with this one, I know sometimes people do offers and they say, it's tonight only, and then they extend it. But, we're literally only going to do this for tonight because it is a 90% discount. So if you want it, you've got to take it. You will not get the systems building program for cheaper than that. Great question. Does bad internet frequency cause issues with the system? The great thing is, Josephine, when you're actually using X Manager, for example, that will run in the cloud. So it doesn't even require your computer to be on. Okay. And also all the stuff auto saves. So as you're building your models, it auto saves. Okay. Eric, you're welcome. Not a problem. Okay. I'll answer a few more questions there. Excellent. G says TradeView is free via TMGM. That's correct, as long as you do the minimum volume, which I think is 10 lots. And the training is only $99. Question mark. Yes, that's correct. Then he says, great. That's absolutely correct. Fantastic. All right. I'll tell you what I'll do. Oh, okay. Great question there. Codwell, I want to move forward, but I don't know if the software can assist with moving average based strategies. Codwell, absolutely it can. So get the program tonight, get the TradeView platform through TMGM, and we'll help you build your moving average strategies. Not a problem. Okay, what I'll do, I'm just going to post my details in there. So here's my details. I'll see if I can, no, I can't copy it. You guys can copy that down. I'll put my email in there and you can find me there. So Skype, actually I'll give you Skype, is tradeview.ec, email, that. All right, and the phone number here is, we're in Australia, so +61 390185438. Let me tell you guys and girls, for $99 for the program and for potentially free or maximum $55 through TMGM for TradeView, if you don't take this trade, then I don't know how we're going to help you. That is such a good trade. Okay, so make sure you get it tonight. Don't miss out on that one. All right, Peter, thanks for the positive vibes. This is a good insight. You're welcome, Peter. All right, a few other questions there. I'll answer a few more. I'll probably hang around for another minute or so, and then we'll end the webinar. Abdul, thank you. You're welcome. Abdul actually says thank you, Eddie, and thank you, TMGM. Thanks very much, Abdul, for coming. All right, we've already got the guys that just pinged me there. They said they've already got, all right, what's that? 16, 17 people who've taken up the offer. So fantastic. So make sure you get in before we close it off tonight. All right. Quick question there from Mo. Does the course expire? No, Mo, the course doesn't expire. As long as you've got your subscription, you will always have access to the course material. So you do need to have your subscription to TradeView, and then you'll continue to have your course material, but it doesn't expire. As we update the platform, we might do new features and things like that. So that's why you need to keep your subscription. All right, Nathan says, thanks for the insights. You're welcome, Nathan. All right. Stephen, sorry, not sure which one. You're welcome. Douglas says, thanks, Edwin and TMGM. Very informative presentation. Douglas, thanks very much for coming. You're most welcome. If anyone's having a problem with the purchase, all you need to do is just message us on our website. Let me just pull it up quickly. I'll just show you where that is. So you'll see just this pop up here. You can actually just send us a message here and we'll get that one. We'll pick the chat up. Okay. Quick one. What is the future for automated trading? Fantastic question, Abdul. It's probably another one for a bit longer conversation. But basically, we're not going backwards. Let's put it that way. So you've got to continue to move forward. You have to think about it. What we're showing you in this webinar is really the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of other stuff that we can show people once they do the program as well. And, again, we're just moving forward with the automation and we'll show you how to do it as well. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. A few more people there taking up the program. Don't miss out. Make sure you take this trade. Get involved in the program. And again, thanks very much to TMGM for having us present this webinar. And guys, until next time, I wish you all the best with your trading and look forward to working with those of you who've taken up the program on the program. So bye for now.